I've got my appropriate file name, project1_presentation_RSF. I've got my title slide. I've got my project overview of what I'm doing in this project. I'm redesigning the Handles website for a fresh perspective and focus. In this project, I'm going to have the foundational steps for UI, UX principles and go from concept to prototype in Adobe XD. Here's the steps that I'm going to follow. I selected my business. I'm creating a mood board, developing my wireframes, and then building out a prototype. I've got my summary statement. So this is maybe that post a few weeks ago as to why you're selecting your website. I've got that outlined here. These are the 3 areas I plan on focusing for the redesign. Now, if you remember, you've already essentially posted this in a discussion post, so you can take those and succinctly describe them in this final presentation. I've also got the examples of the current website here. So I've got examples of the home page, the menu page, the fundraiser page that I decided to do. I've got examples from my mood board. And like I said, you're going to include examples from your mood board, but then also including the link as well. So I just generated the share link the same way that I did for my prototypes. And I can actually, if I was sharing this with a client, potential client, sharing this in an interview, I can actually jump into this link and show them what this actually looks like. And so it's a way for you to not have to include the full deliverable or milestone, but then you can actually link out to be able to show them more as well. So let me get back to this. So I've included, color palette, the basics of my mood board. I've included the photos and the UI inspiration. I've also included the wireframe. So again, I walked through in the wireframe milestone how to generate this view link, and also how you can just drag and drop your photos that you took from your wireframes. And so I can actually link those out here. So I don't have to worry about this being too small on this presentation, or if I'm presenting it, because I actually can just link the client or the consumer of this presentation right out to be able to view all of my wireframes that I have here. Let's see, let's keep going on. So I have my desktop wireframes, I've got my mobile wireframes, and then I have examples of my UI. I have examples of my prototype. So I have my home page here, I've got my menu, and I've got my fundraisers page. Now again, this is just showing a snapshot of what this UI looks like. It's actually much longer than this, but I've included the link, and so I can actually click on that and jump in here and see the work that I've done, any updates you may have made to the actual prototype. And so all that is included here. As a potential business partner or somebody who's a potential employer, they can go here and actually look at the work that you've done, click through the links, and be able to see and consume your final redesign there. And then finally, I've just included my lessons learned. So I didn't have this finished in the last video. I have it finished now. My lessons learned for this project is to showcase the product. Handles is all about ice cream, so I wanted to showcase that. I learned about responsive design and making tweaks from desktop to mobile and pulling out any of the fluff or removing anything that wasn't important. And then I learned about consistent design. So creating repeatable patterns and components that I could use to quickly build out an interface there as well.